Hello and welcome to the VR Master League. Today bringing you G-Men vs Globochem, a battle of some rather high class teams with a mystery person currently on Globo's side. I'm not sure what's that about, but we'll find out later on as we progress with this match. Today we're not going to be messing about, we're going to be going straight into the war room and no delays whatsoever, and we can just tell you what the picks and the bans are for this particular match. Let's take a look at the first map. That is going to be, for the first map, this was G-Men's pick as the home team. It's going to be Bizarre. Pretty all-round even map. Not really surprised. Nobody's surprised by Bizarre. It's Bizarre. But we have some interesting bans from G-Men at least, with their ban being Subway, which is kind of a rare one, especially against Globochem, which I haven't seen play Subway in possibly 5 years. Not sure what that is about, but we do have the ban from Globochem, that being Cargo. The polar opposite, or rather sister map of tanker. Maybe a system map to Subway as well. They're both kind of inside and dark. I don't like it. It scares me. Arsenic is stuck in traffic. That would explain Mr. T. What a possible sub. Mr. T, I'm not sure who that is. Just to get over the roster very quickly as we have enough time, we have Mr. T, the mystery man. Thunder Pilot, the captain, of course. Raphael, Jizzy Pants, Auto, and that's it for Globochem, with G-Man having Biggie Smalls, the standard roster, 404, Chief Pineapple, the G-Man, or just the man actually, and also Swooty, who's missing his signature G, along with Biggie Smalls, which kind of, also the G-Man's missing as well, which kind of, it gets on my nerves a little bit, but don't tell them I said that, or else I feel pressure to add it to their name. They should feel pressured, it's awful. You need to have unity with your logos in your team. If you don't have it, it's just chaos. Chaos and anarchy. There's a little bit of hold up as they still have yet to hop into this round, but at least you have the accompanying music, which I definitely did not hastily add into the OBS sources. Definitely not hastily. In fact, you can blame Viper. It's his fault as usual. He set everything, well, he set most of the stuff up. Thus, we can safely blame him for everything that goes wrong, including any casters leaving the overlay up. That's entirely Viper's fault. But now, the hold-up is long gone, and we're going to be hopping into this match now. Hopefully, it could be a very, very good match to watch indeed. It's going to be going on right now.
I didn't hear it.
We're all here.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, you can't see it. Hold on.
Alright, so we're gonna hold it?
I'm blaming Viper again because this is actually his fault and partially due to my laziness. Very quickly. Onward. Onward.exe. There you go. There we go. Alright. We're fine. Don't worry about anything. Everything is absolutely okay. Do not worry. But now at least we have hopefully no more issues cropping up over time, but so far everything has kind of, not hopefully, it hasn't very quickly popped off, which is what I was hoping for, as you don't want to miss anything seconds into the round. Don't laugh at being chat, I see you. I see you being sneaky. You think I won't notice you laugh at me, but I will. But anyway, back to the match. So far it seems like G-Men's kind of being quite passive over here. Already a minute in, considering it's a North American team, it's unusual to see them hanging back so much. They've got their nice Overwatch angles. You've got Biggie Smalls watching the eastern flank, got a member watching the western flank, and the rest are doing some Overwatch from the center 2-story and main bazaar in general area. Because of this kind of initial form, I do expect G-Men to pick up the pace during the later rounds, but I don't think we'll be seeing that just now at least, possibly at the end of this match. Hopefully if we follow Pants, we might get a little bit of action coming from the barrel of his gun, because he seems to be a magnet for it.
Yeah. Block here. I'm gonna watch this whole side for you.
Now slowly but surely approaching, as you can see on the map in the corner there, you have two members, one moving through West Courtyard and one moving through the centre. They are slowly starting to approach, but it seems they're waiting for old 404 here in the western flank. Oh, this is definitely what I said. Repeating it yet again, slowly but surely. But they're starting to get ready of a main kind of western flank here, which could potentially catch Globo off guard here. As long as Biggie Smalls on that eastern flank can watch over the crossing from the windows there, because he's moved off. As long as he can watch for any rotations over towards the objective, they're in a pretty good spot to do anything really. Yes, Mr. T could in fact be Toast playing on like Oculus account. That is possible. That would explain things massively. Mr. T is Mr. Toast. Yes, indeed. The biggest mortar has popped off the smokes now. We also have the smokes coming in from the centre, which could be an issue for Biggie Smalls as they start coming from the east, because it appears he's not really interested in watching the eastern flank. He's going straight forward with the rest of his team down this kind of a central alley. He's looking for a bit of an angle on towards Auto and Raphael, but he's definitely not going to catch a single thing from here. As you can see, Pants though, he's on the ball, he's ready, he's catching him from the souvenir shop, delivering a rather unpleasant souvenir.
Not me.
But they're hearing something. That would be a member of Globochem, G-Men rather, right out in the middle of the street. That being Swooty just outside the objective building. That must have been Auto calling out his location and Pants saying that it wasn't him. But we have the flank from Pants taking down Swooty, the refrag from the G-Man rather, and Thunderpilot's starting to make some moves. Looks like he might be going for a flank on the eastern side. It's possible. Orpheus, he's pushed up pretty dangerous here, especially with Chief Pineapple still sitting really far back over at the Palace building, considering they have only 72 seconds left. Could potentially be a very risky play, but we are getting the rotation from Thunderpilot on that eastern flank coming over towards the objective at least, which is good to see. But the smokes are starting to pop now. Shouldn't have realised where that smoke came from. But there goes G-Man. Looks like he must have peeked out from that wood. Chief Pineapple is also starting to come in. He's definitely going to hear these footsteps, and that means Thunderpilot's going to be directed over here. Or at least a nade coming out from Auto out the window. That's both possible. But Raphael, he's almost on the point, or rather it's not. It's Mr. T, Mr. Toast, and he catches him on the rooftop, leaving just 4-4 remaining, the poor man. He at least has the element of surprise here, and he just catches Raphael there, but he misses it, he totally whiffs it, and now both Thunderpilot and also Auto are aware of his location. They're going to be giving them very, very hard time from now. Question is Thunderpilot going to use this just as a recon window, because that is bulletproof? Or maybe not, since a more recent patch, but I believe it's still bulletproof. But he's going to be going for a rush out for that nade gets thrown. It might not work out, and it definitely doesn't work out as 4-4 gets taken down by Thunderpilot. The rush really not working out. Maybe should have hung back, but with the time left, 2 seconds. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. First round, unsurprisingly going to the previous world champions Globochem, though G-Men did put up a pretty nice fight taking down, who was it they took down? Let's double check. That would have been Ants they took down. Yeah, he went for that wild east flank through the middle of the street and got caught off guard by the G-Man who was watching over from the southwest of the central market. But at least these teams definitely don't mess about. We're going to be hopping straight into this. Second round, going to be the exact same objective, of course. Going on there. God. There we go. Alright, everything's fine. Do not fear. I've got it fixed. But we are starting to get the rollout now. Pretty spiffy one. Ignore that, I just flashed it again just for fun. But a very spiffy one with the smokes coming across this central street over on the western flank. Maybe it's going to be a fake out, or maybe they are actually going to use this over there. It seems they are definitely going to use this, as they have already picked one off. Pants doing his usual work from the central bazaar. He's looking for someone in the 2-story as well. He's not going to catch anyone, as Chief Pineapple is being very conservative with his angle, but he does manage to catch Raphael off guard. He is resible, or possibly not. He's not in fact resible. Pants has also seen someone on the eastern flank, managed to actually finish him off. He was already finished off, but he just managed to double confirm him just in case. Globochem's playing the very usual aggression here. You've got 3 members already crossed over. One's going for the flank, and Thunder and Auto, the brother duo. Never mind, there goes Mr. T. Taken down. Some shots coming to Chief. Not going to hit anything, but the refrag from Thunderpilot onto Swooty. That is going to alert Chief Pineapple of his presence. But it doesn't matter. Thunderpilot's already moved up to this kind of cubbyhole here, and he manages to catch him. This is Globochem in a very good position to start doing some really good moves here. But G-Man, he's getting completely encircled here by Pants, and he manages to catch him just blind firing over. There's only one member, Biggie Smalls, coming in. He might be able to stop a Kappa, or he might just get gunned down and manage to take down Pants, but a refrag from Biggie Smalls, refrag from Pants rather, if he took down Auto, manages to finish that off. Only a minute and 30 into this round. That's very, very typical of Globochem. Pants and Thunder, man, they're certainly taking their weight here. Thunder with the 4-0 and Pants with the 5-on-1. Pants always seeming to have that 1 kill to ruin his perfect team kill streak. Suppose it's a part of the super aggressive playstyle like he plays. Eventually, it's not going to work out too well and you're going to get gunned down, but that 1 death is only from the Vault Ground with his super aggressive push out the main street. And fear not, we'll have some replays soon. I just totally forgot it was a thing I could do. Now at least we should be seeing some very, very good rounds, as I expect G-Men, they're not going to want to take this down lightly, but going against Globochem, it's going to be a very difficult one. Question is, will they be able to actually take Globochems off their pace and take back the rounds?
All we need is a cap.
But we need a Pants, they're ready for it. All we need is a Pants, all we need is a cap rather. Bit of a Freudian slip there.
Smoke, so I forgot one. I'm gonna go to next.
He was about to say something there, but I magically cut away just as he did. I'm kind of disappointed at myself for that. This is a really interesting angle from 404 there. Though Mr. T already has taken down Chief Pineapple, that's an interesting angle. So I'm going to very quickly fly over here. Mr. T, he's pushed up pretty aggressively into this west courtyard building here. And he did manage to catch one off guard. That's something you have to be careful of if it's the center objective here. Because you can see Biggie Smalls is already pincered in by Mr. T and also probably Pants. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is Pants. We can just tell. Now Biggie Smalls is going to go link up with the man coming out the west mini market. Instead of trying to tango with Mr. T watching over from the courtyard instead. Don't want to mess with Mr. T. And what is this? Is this a drone from G-Men? That's something certainly interesting to see. He's gone totally past Mr. T. It looks like he's going to be looking for Auto's location, which they should have seen where he is. And he's trying to go inside. That's not going to work out, my friend. Auto, he's trying to take down the drone. He does get the drone. A little bit of a cat and mouse game. And also the man taken down by Mr. T, finishing off as well. Nice and clean, but Biggie Smalls is going to be hunting for a refrag onto him. The Mr. T is watching over towards Biggie Smalls' possible last location, which is in fact his current location. Probably best if he moves, but really with Pants and also Mr. T, he is totally locked inside of this area right now. It's possible Swooty can swoop in and save him from his unsightly position in that western courtyard, or rather western market area. But it's going to be a hell of an ask against a very experienced and very talented member of Globochem, Mr. T himself. They are just on the opposite side. Biggie Smalls for some reason peeked out and downed and got down by Mr. T, but Swooty's going to be hunting for a refrag and he gets him with the 12 times, just holding it over his head. That's very nice. But unfortunately Biggie Smalls, he's resable, but it's going to be a very big ask for him. We do at least have 4 or 4 making moves in the center, which could be a good boon for them. See Biggie Smalls picked off, or rather finished off, by the Pants himself. So that means they're starting to link up. They've given up on that western approach, and they're going straight through the middle now, which is honestly the best kind of idea here. Only question is, 404, does he have any idea that that's Swooty? He's being mighty suspicious of that area. He's finally realised that that was a friendly. He's checked his tablet and he's called out that he was in fact about to shoot him. He's fixed this, Dante. But this is a nice position. Nobody's going to expect him to be here with the 12 times. And they'll give him a really nice vision over towards both the objective and also the second floor of the objective building on the eastern and western sides. The western side is slightly obscured. They're starting to get very in sync here. They're really nicely coordinated, though there are no communication. It is pure just seeing your teammate moving with your teammate at a nice pace. He's still hanging back a little bit because he does have the disadvantage of having a 12 times on close quarters center objective bazaar, which is definitely not something you really want. As you can see, 404 got picked off right out in the open there. He might not see Swooty, or he shouldn't rather see Swooty. Swooty should definitely see him if he decides to stand up there for too long. Only has 75 seconds remaining. If he wants to pull anything off, he's going to have to do it very quickly and with immense skill, being a 1v5 against Globochem. If he able to take down Raphael, this is a death sentence for him. Auto's going to be coming in, or rather it's Pants. He's ready for it. And he just pulls his gun over the railing, or the stone wall rather, and just catches him. Bullet going straight through his head and ending up in his foot. Yes, Globochem is, they've paid me $15,000 of unknown origin to never allow them to be cursed. That's the truth, Pomecake. The truth and nothing but the truth. Let's look over some replays now of the event of that map, or rather the first defense round of Globochem. Or the second round of Globochem. And pick off of Biggie Smalls and Scrooty's masterfully lucky refag onto Mr. T, just holding it up through the window. Or possibly, it looks like he might have actually aimed that properly, which is maybe a slightly more of a genetic advantage rather than pure luck. But poor Swooty here. Poor Swooty. Pants just starts converging on him, screaming about his location. Suddenly a gun comes over the top. Bullets start raining on his face. And it's definitely not a way you want to go. Jesus, Pants, you need to calm down. In fact, looks like there might be something up Mr. T for arsenic, or rather, maybe not. He is still in chat, so I can't imagine he is getting subbed out. And they thought about starting. Looks like there might have been the auto start popping off. We are going to be hopping in hopefully soon. I imagine it's going to be Mr. T reconnecting, or maybe it's going to be Toast himself reconnecting. No, it is Mr. T. Going straight in after the kind of a hiccup with Mr. T there. Not too much messing about, a little bit of tech issues, but that stuff happens.
Yep. I'm gonna go into the west here, or the east.
Is with this kind of slightly more easy to defend objective compared to the previous ones, will they be able to pull this off to a slightly more successful degree and retake the pace? I might have cursed Globochem accidentally, though I'm not supposed to curse them, they paid me not to, but maybe Globochem will have their pace disrupted by G-Men here. Mr. T, he's certainly playing a risky game here, at least with Swooty's positioning. He's such out in the open. There goes Biggie Smalls, already picking off by Pants. That's only 20 seconds in, and they've already lost their team captain. He has heard Mr. T. He's between a rock and a very hard place. Pants and Mr. T. Oh, I missed a really good joke there. That makes me really sad. He goes for the nade throw. It doesn't work out. It might actually down him. He does down him, but he lost his life beforehand. Pants. No, luckily not. I thought Pants had just finished off Mr. T somehow, but luckily not. And they're going to get that revive rather. Though Mr. 404 up here on the roof boy, is trying and unfortunately failing to get all the shots off. Though he's in such a good position to actually do so. And he almost got picked off by a teammate on the other side. He does take down Thunder. Can he get another one? He is just a meter away from the man himself, Pants. Is Pants going to pick this and try and get a refrag? Appears not. Slightly unfortunate. But 4-4 is in a good position to defend here. He's got a nice position, good cover, and also good way to catch anyone off guard, either rushing the objective or trying to rush his location. But he does lose out on the peeker's advantage, of course. What is this Chief Pineapple move here? He might be able to snag Pants if he keeps watching this kind of angle. Gets in that this market stall, this bazaar stall, you might say, and just watches over there. He could catch him. That's what I want to see. Come on, Chief. I believe in you. Exposing himself. Pants might see his legs. Chief Pineapple is totally oblivious, and Pants is definitely going to see his legs, and he has seen it, and he finishes him off after shooting his exposed appendages. Gee, man, he's hunting for a refrag here. This is so dangerous. He's playing chicken with Pants himself. And it does work out, at least. He gets the kill onto Pants, the refrag, but another one comes out onto both 404 and the G-Man at the exact same moment. Globochem 4-0, wow. That could have been taken over by the G-Men that round, but unfortunately it won't, as a series of what looks like and possibly also a drop on G-Men's side. I saw they were down to 4 people there, but it's possible that was just a mere dead man drop, as you might call it. And it looks like we might be getting a rehost. Yes, it does look like we're getting a rehost. Not sure why there's being a rehost, possibly some connection issues. But we'll be finding a new server and be right back. It does look like there was a little bit of a connection problem on the G-Men's side, as one of the players has not rejoined since the rehost. Hopefully going to be rejoining shortly, but until then we'll have to be on a little bit of a delay. Alright, welcome back. This is going to be the finally first round of Quarantine, the second map, which unfortunately I did not have too much time to select as I was busy reading chat the whole time, but we can go to the war room and hash it out later. Hopefully before the map ends. With this ambulance objective and the crater spawn, I expect to see a northern, or maybe I expect to see a southern focused offense. Because it can work incredibly well. If you get behind those southern hills, you pretty much control the entirety of the objective centralized area.
So we know there are two in the middle, okay?
Looks like they did see two people go towards burning building, and that's going to be really good info for them. But these three people, it looks like it is going to be a southern kind of stacked offense. As long as they can deal with old Biggie Smalls there hiding in the cupboard, they're in a very good way to attack the objective here.
Yeah. You didn't got him.
Those shots over at Chief Pineapple, that is a
So we know where three are.
hell of an angle.
Yeah. Hey, when you guys are in the north already,
Like members of G-Men are starting to reposition to get ready for any northern attackers. But the man might get picked off by this, and he does get picked off by Pants, who's on his rampage as usual. This man, he just knows everything. Try and move somewhere, he's going to peek you, and you're going to die. But with this northern push on towards the burning building, this could be an issue for the G-Men. They've already lost one player in the northwest area. They should definitely know that they're going to be getting collapsed in on from pretty much every angle. And putting two on and burning is pretty dangerous, especially if you start getting a south or southeast stacked offense.
Auto, here's the plan, okay? This guy's not peeking.
And also, there you go. Don't worry, I didn't forget as usual.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go when it's time.
Chief Pineapple is playing this bit risky. If Globochem can get a nade on the objective, they're going to be in a very good way.
completely blind to that, to my backside.
Take out the Biggie Smalls on that southeastern side, come in with a nade from the tank area, which is possibly what Mr. T, Mr. Toast, might be trying to do here. Just get on Chief Pineapple, and there you go. It looks like he was actually hunting for Biggie Smalls. What kind of angle is this? What kind of angle is this? He must have moved up all the way there. That is certainly a possibility. But that is a really nice pick for him. They can start to move across the southern road now. You can see with the smokes, I count 3 smokes along with a nade just to confirm Biggie Smalls. And these smokes are perfect. Also have the nade on towards the objective. That looks like it might catch Chief Pineapple, and it looks like it doesn't. Mr. T has failed to actually smoke that out enough. But Swooty, he's been taken down. Pants are starting to come in with auto. They're going to have to deal with 404. That looks like he was heard. There goes 404, taken down by Pants. Starting to collapse on the objective. There goes Mr. T, taken down by Chief Nade. Very nice nade on towards the tank. And another one comes in, takes down Chief Pineapple. And that's going to be the round over for the G-Men. And Globochem are going to take out 4 members still alive. And it's only using 3 minutes of the clock. As I'm seeing in chat, and I did forget to mention it at the start, this is an interesting chase for G-Men. They have not yet been ranked according to their MMR. Because they had OC5 a week off for that, as I think most of their members are actually at OC5. And also Leicester, which they went to, participated in, they took a week off for that. So they've only played 2 matches so far. They delayed one for last week. That is this match. They pushed it to this week, which they're playing 2 matches this week. Globochem versus G-Man, and also another one, which is very quick look. Yeah, G-Men versus Globochem, and also Animal House versus G-Men. That's it. So they're gonna have a tough week. I played 2 matches in the week just last week with Boss Fight and also Beginners. I think Globochem does count as 2 boss fights, as they are particularly a cruel and unusual bunch to play against. They will have absolutely no mercy in brutally attacking your ego and also your skills. But here we go. But the objective has unfortunately not cycled, which is Kind of a sad one to see. But this is a better... Oh, they are going to be restarting. Unsurprising, because that south objective is really something you want to get, considering how bad this objective is to get, because it's quite a brutal one to actually defend. Unless you're Globochem, in which case, who cares? So we might be seeing another rehost. My god. Alright, back to the scoreboard, you people go. We're going to have to go find a new lobby. I'm gonna have to quickly mute my stuff while I talk to the teams. Alright, the lobby has been rehosted and the objective is actually the same. That is some uncanny luck, rehosting and getting the exact same objective you should have had initially. But while we have the time, let's very quickly go into the war room so we can select the second map, which is going to of course be Quarantine, as we've already seen a round of that played. Now we're going to be getting ready for this second round of Quarantine 1. Going to be the south objective, luckily got on the first try by Chief Pineapple hosting. That's some luck. And we're going straight in. No messing about, which is very nice to see even after a rehost. There you go.
I don't have a smoke.
Oh, really?
It's us.
They're missing some smoke, which is definitely not what you want to cross over these locations, because the reason they smoke that street, and if for some reason you don't know and you're a league player, is so they can't get picked off by a northern spawn, because you can get to that roof and also slope area very quickly and get pretty much instantaneously picked off.
Do you want to
Get closer into Marstock because they can shoot us around this corner real fast. Get in closer. This way.
If Thunder goes on a flanker, it could be very dangerous for the G-Men. He's in a very good location to deal with Chief Pineapple and also 4-4. 4-4 as the game like to say. For some reason, I'm not sure why it classes him as 4-4. What is this position here? Who is this? Where are you? There you are. This is certainly a pants position here. This is totally and utterly insane, and no sane person would ever consider such a position for defending a south objective on Volk. Like, this is a prime example of Globochem. The rest of the team is sitting back in relatively normal positions, while you've got Chief Pineapple dying and Pants sitting on a wing in the middle of nowhere when no one will expect him, and he has zero cover or concealment.
Yeah, he's seen me. I'm not peeking.
Thunder says that, but 4-4's out there. He doesn't want anything to deal with those two in this southeast side, especially considering he's lost his buddy Chief Pineapple. Oh, but Pants, you better get ready to do this. He has seen 4-4, but it doesn't matter. Biggie Smalls managed to catch him. Pants maybe shouldn't have moved off that wing, though. It looks like it was suicide either way. He would have seen you from a mile away. Orphal's trying to kind of decide if he wants to move to the tank location, but he's scared. He's scared of that burning building, I think, and that's what's stopping him. So someone's sitting just there by the ruins. He's going to be having a very short lifespan. But it doesn't matter. I guess he tried to move. Yeah, it looks like he tried to move, but for some reason peeked way too far out and got picked by Auto. He peeked at the perfect time. But Mr. T has yet to rotate in, which kind of scares me considering how open that central side is. If they sneak someone in through the central street through burning, that would scare me a lot. Thunderpilot, he's on the moves. Look at that kind of incredibly long angle. It's actually a really nice angle to think of it. You can see all the way over towards the street crossing.
What's the kill count? Alright, perfect.
Getting a little bit antsy, but he's not having too much trouble at least. So maybe the G-Man is. Popped off some shots over towards Mr. T, the man himself, and he's now doubling back towards Biggie Smalls' location. Probably going to duo up for their final desperate push against 4 members of Globochem. But either way, they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. They do only have 2 minutes remaining, so Biggie Smalls, he can't exactly stay up here forever. Or maybe that's his plan, is to stay up here forever. And what is Auto doing? He's twisting his gun sideways. I thought it was actually a tablet. It was such a tiny sliver of his body. But no, he's holding his gun sideways and he's just barely peeking out.
Enemy.
He's trying to Biggie Smalls, but he has that really nice cover of the tree. He's actually shooting through the tree, I believe. That's ingenious, if so, because that is the perfect angle to do it. Not sure if the tree is penetrable. I thought I saw bullet holes on it on the other side, which would make you assume it's penetrable, but maybe not. But that's so dangerous. Look at that, Raphael. He must see Biggie Smalls, even though it's at this kind of insane range. Biggie Smalls has definitely seen Raphael, but it's definitely not going to be anywhere near enough. Many shots and 0 hits. Biggie Smalls is failing to hit his target. That's 3 different peaks now. And also trying for Auto, but it's really not working out. If he keeps doing this, he's going to get picked off or at least rushed by Thunderpilot or Mr. T. Something is going to go horribly wrong here. The man, he's doing some work now. I didn't even realise he pushed up so far. He managed to take down Raphael on that far south hills, and now he's in a really good position to actually move in from the southeast here. He's going to be putting some serious pressure onto Globochem. This is a 2v3 to even it up a lot. And with this nade, he could potentially make it a 2v2. That he does, a perfect nade onto Auto. And he gets to confirm as well. This is the man going in. Thunderpilot's probably going to catch him as he moves Scotch to go for the cap. And yes, he does. Biggie Smalls, what are you doing? You got 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Oh, Biggie Smalls. Such a good, valiant push by the man. Thrown away by a lack of realisation of the time. And he managed to take down Mr. T at the end there. I'm not sure if that was actually intentional. But he did manage to also, almost rather, pick him off and make it a 1v1 shortly before it ended. And we might be seeing yet another EO. So I'm going to pop you over towards the scoreboard. We figure out what is going on here. And yes, this is a rehost yet again. Just to confirm again so I don't accidentally fuck it up and get hit with a brick. 2 points to Globochem.
Correct. Yeah, that's right.
I just realised I forgot to actually mute my microphone for that and also the desktop earlier. So you did hear that little bit of a conversation about me being hit with a brick. Akem will actually hit me with a brick if I edit the scores wrong. Sorry, I had it the wrong way round the first time. Whoops. Oh, I forgot to mute my mic yet again. Dakin. You didn't see anything, man. Nothing happened there. I definitely didn't almost give 2 points to G-Men. Oh dear. That could have been rather catastrophic. But we are at least going to be ignoring that and going straight into the match. Luckily, they're not spending any time messing about. The Choo Choo Train presented by Chief Pineapple. Standard 3-2 Globo rollout, or rather the meta rollout in general, but looks like they might be splitting off auto with him heading south. Did I hear something drop? Yes, I did. It's a knife, a typical Globochem tradition to drop your knife at the immediate start of the round. So Pants was a little bit lazy with it this time round. Who is that coming around the white truck here? Thunder Pilot's going to completely decimate him from the behind if Swooty isn't careful. That's who it is. Swooty, dear Swooty, this will not end well for you. You got Pants and Thunder Pilot converging on you from the north and the south simultaneously. But he managed to take down Pants. Pants didn't expect him to be behind the white truck, and he just waltzed on top of the hill. But Thunder at least will realise he's there, and Swooty probably not aware that somebody is in the far north, though he honestly should expect it. Or is just waiting. He's waiting and watching over towards Swooty. Swooty, there's no way in hell he will ever peek this though. Thunder, he's being very cautious. He's slowly coming around and he might catch the very tip of Swooty's head. Oh, he's getting a little bit scared. He might think he's already rotated away, which is possible as he couldn't see over the hill for a little bit. So maybe he's sneaking down. He must have snuck away just as I had... Oh, never mind. That hand signal. Yeah, with that hand signal, that is very obvious that there's someone behind the white truck, and he realised that he must have heard Swooty breathing or something. Not sure whose shots those were or where they're directed, but they didn't hit anything. And yes, it seems Thunder did realise and go for the peek on him and take him down eventually. Some retaliatory shots on him as well, rather not retaliatory, just words. I can't remember the time. We're just going to go with vicious shots onto his body. That's it, retribution shots onto his body. There we go, but Globochem, they're taking this slower than previously. Getting caught up in the north and losing Pants has kind of spooked them here. They're going quite a lot slower. Oh, is that nade? Oh, Thunder. Thunder spooking both Raphael and also Mr. T by throwing in a, I believe it was a magazine just somewhere over in his general direction, and he thought it was a nade for but a moment.
Roof is clear.
But are we starting to see the push here? We might starting to finally see the push here. Well, we have the smokes already coming out. It looks like a double smoke to block off all of the avenues. Very precise smokes here. Is that a nade? Yes, it is, but it's not going to do anything, and a retaliatory nade comes out. Also going to be totally and utterly useless. Another nade coming out. Again, totally and utterly useless. People, we had a period of good nades, and now we're having absolutely terrible nades. But what is that one? Never mind, that one was absolutely perfect. Bouncing off the top of that pillar there, allowing them to take down Chief Pineapple and start pushing up. And they have 3 members of G-Men right on top of each other. This is so dangerous.
There's one from the other side of it, burning, behind the wall.
Where's that nade going? It might be going over towards Auto, and yes it was. Totally misses though, but G-Men gets taken down by Auto, and Thunder also taken down by 404. Looks like he was watching over from the fuselage building, and now Raphael is going to be hunting for Chief Pineapple and Biggie Smalls here. Something you can hear the shots from Chief Pineapple, and also Biggie Smalls is crashing behind there. Some suppressive fire coming out from his body, but it's not going to do much. Raphael probably won't expect Chief Pineapple to be way to his right. Or he should now. There goes Auto taken down. The refrag coming from Raphael. And now it's just Biggie Smalls left. There goes 4-4. Finally taken down by Mr. T. He's the last one left on objective. This is possible cap territory for Globochem. They could take this before over. Globochem's not the type to do that. I've never seen them go for a cap despite how easy it could have been for them. They're weird people. Their push is slowed down now that they're in a much better position to actually go for the kill or possibly objective here. Mr. T is going to be coming in from the flank, pincering with Raphael at the exact same moment. That's what I will expect to see. Absolutely. Waiting to sync up. Mr. T is going to push this corner and take down Biggie Smalls. And that's going to finish off that round 3-0. Looks like Globochem's going to have the exact same situation here. And then it's just going to be a smooth 4-0 against G-Men here, which surprisingly, I didn't think it would end this way. Despite my curses and my horrific just failures to predict anything, I didn't expect this match to go this way. I thought definitely G-Men could have pulled off at least one round, but I guess not. Globochem, they're leading 7-0. This could possibly be a 12-0 match, which is definitely not something you want to see against a team such as Globochem. Even though they are so amazingly good, you're still a very high-ranked team such as G-Men. That's not something you want. Who cares? They're G-Men. They're high enough to know that they're high up enough to know that it doesn't really matter. It's Globochem. They're the previous world champions and probably the best team in the league. Totally not personally biased there.
I'm just saying that, Thunder, because you have much more experience.
I'm gonna go northwest point building.
They're already after the 20th hour.
Human at least. They're certainly not dejected. You can still hear some talk from them. With a burp from the man there. Maybe he's been drinking. We'll have to find out at some point. But is that a smoke or a nade? That is a nade. Really early. What kind of nade is he hoping for here? I can't exactly tell, but let's follow it. I can't believe... Oh my god. It could have gone Raphael if it was angled just more to the left. Unfortunately not, and Swooty, and also Chief Pineapple. There goes there goes Chief Pineapple, taken up by Raph. But Raph refragged, and Biggie Smalls also taken down by Pants. Unsure is exactly where from, but Swooty's going to be hearing those shots coming all the way from ambulance. That is Pants.
It's a bummer.
What is that angle? Pants, he stood on top of the hill just by the ambulance and managed to take down Swooty. Masterful shot on him right there. And Thunder's going for the mad flank here. It's not going to work out in any capacity as 4-4 is just waiting for him in the bush. He's a bushwookie.
It's clear. It's on red roofs at the moment.
He says it's clear. It is far from clear, my friend, Thunderpilot.
Do you want to move anywhere or stay at this tower? I don't know. I copy that.
I'm surprised that 404 is being this passive. He's in a position to actually push over onto them, but he's not doing it. Man, at least, he's not scared. He's throwing a smoke directly on the objective, or rather, onto the roof of the burning building, which is definitely not what he aimed for. Nade came out from someone, it certainly wasn't his nade, but maybe it was Mr. T or Auto's nade. I believe it was Auto's nade, as I think I see another one coming over. Or rather not, he was just talking on the radio. I'd hope to see a nade there. I want some more good nades. We have a distinct lack of them this match. G-Man has given away his position totally. It's blown. And I expect a nade to come flying if they have any left in their arsenal at this point. We did see quite a few fly initially.
Somebody west side.
Not sure who shot him there. That must have been Pants from the far eastern side. That would make sense, as that flank has worked very well for him after he managed to take down Biggie Smalls, the captain. Definitely aware of Pants now in that Eastern 2 story. I'm amazed that 4-4 still hasn't made his move in the northwest. He does have plenty of time, 3 minutes 30 remaining, but even then, Thunderpilot's going to eventually flank the man here. He has been called out several times by Pants now. And Thunder was looking the wrong way to actually catch him as he positioned there. That is definitely not what you want. They could wrap this up right now, but there goes 4-4 taken down by Thunder. Finally, he made his move, but unfortunately, it was an ill move. Now the man has only one course of action left, and that is to go straight for the objective, as there is no chance of him actually being able to recoup his team here. And it doesn't work out. He trades with Mr. T, and that is the second map. Quarantine going brutally to Globochem, 4-0 yet again. Now, the question is, what's the third map going to be? I smell a bit of a downfall, or rather, what is this? It's in fact Tanker. This is definitely not what I expected. Who plays Tanker though? Both teams don't stand much. They don't have much to gain from playing this third map. The G-Men cannot pull it back here, but Globochem has nothing to gain also from playing this. Maybe the G-Men are hoping to claw back some points just for the MMR loss that they will eventually incur once this match is submitted to the VR Master League website, but maybe it was a just a final hurrah to make Globochem sad, for they have to play Tanker and they are deaf. They can't hear anything over the sound of the thunder and the waves. But regardless, our third map is Tanker. Just to rehash the bands in case you don't know what they are Cargo and also Subway. Strange bands, especially, well, mostly the Subway band, which is strange. Cargo is not too unusual. Subway band, so weird. What kind of team bans Subway against Globochem? Actually, no, who was it the band? I can't remember. I believe it was G-Men that banned Subway. Maybe Globochem were hoping to play Subway. Maybe they've been practicing it. I know SP's been practicing Tanker a lot, and that's why I hate it so much, because it is absolute hell. You can't hear your team, it's dark, it's cold, it's wet, the sound is coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. Now they're going to be hopping into this very shortly. Alright, we're going to be hopping into the first round of Tanker. It's going to be that center objective very imminently within the next, I'd say, 60 seconds. So be ready. Get back from making your tea or coffee, or your beverage of choice, because we're going in right now, in fact. Don't wait, don't delay, we're going straight in. Arsenic is actually rejoined. He's replacing, I believe it is, who we're missing. I'm terrible with names. I'm already forgotten. That's it, Thunderpilot. I see you in chat. So we're missing Thunderpilot, and Arsenic has been brought in. He was caught up in traffic for the first part of the game, but he's back in now. Already a confrontation with Pants, and he managed to take down Chief Pineapple. That is definitely a good omen for this map so far. Arsenic taken up by Swooty. What is that? Insane flank. How did Pants not see him come past? Looks like he came from above ground, but Swooty's going to be hovering for Pants. It's not going to work out. He gets refragged by Pants after he takes down 2 members of Globochem, though, and also Auto down by the man. This is catastrophic. G-Man might be able to claw back some points here. We already see lots of grenades come out. Biggie Smalls also taken down by Pants, which is definitely a good omen. They are going to get the revive. Never mind. Auto was finished off by the man just at the right time. Also, Mr. T, looks like he went for a mad flank on the objective there. You can see his cross on the far north and east side. It just didn't work out, and he got downed and finished off. Now it's just Pants.
Fucking gun. Where's your gun, sweetie?
Pants, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow, he got really nervous there. Just popped off a random shot. Some random nades. Oh, Pants. He flashes himself nearly. But he at least has a relatively, I say relatively, kind of a poor angle on the objective. He does have to move, do something. It's like he's going to go from mad flank onto the man and also 4-4. But it could very well work out knowing Pants. But it doesn't work out, and he's going to go down instead. And G-Men are going to take their first round. Finally, they've disrupted the brutal streak of Globochem with a very nice kind of a partial flank by Swooty, taking down 2 members of Globochem just like 20 seconds, 30 seconds into the round. Now, as you can see, the damage that Pants has been doing for the last couple rounds, or the last round even rather. 3 kills. Every single kill on Globochem's side on this round is his. This has been a very much a recurring theme for Globochem. There it is. The Raphael shield.
Well, Jizzy, we got links because nobody watched that tunnel.
Yeah.
What tunnel?
I wasn't expecting
H2.
that to watch.
I watched H2. He ran up to the top.
Pants ain't lying, Auto. He's not lying. You need to believe him. At least we are going to have the spray coming from 404 over towards the southeast tunnel. And Pants also taken out by Swooty immediately by the man. He tries to go out for a push, but it doesn't work out. Swooty is down. The man actually stole poor Swooty's kill as he tried to push out there. That is very unfortunate. And he's finished off. And also Mr. T taken down by the man. A trade and also 404 on this eastern flank here. This does allow Raphael and also Auto free reign up here, which is incredibly dangerous for the G-Men. Do have the potential to come up here and be very, very on their way towards capping the objective. It's going to be a risky one at least. You can see the smokes coming in, so they must have communicated that they're ready for a push. And why is there an invisible wall here? I'm not sure. Yes, that revive is very important onto Mr. T. Arsenic's doing his work already on only the 2nd round he's been in this match. But they're converging from all sides here, heavily stacked on this southern side. Also, pre-nade come out, doesn't work out, but Chief goes down anyway. Biggie Smalls rushes out, traits down, Mr. Tina refrag. But Arsenic is actually capping here. There is no way for Biggie Smalls to actually catch this speed, far too slow. But unfortunately, Auto ruins it.
You didn't give the signal!
Oh, poor Arsenic. You can see him sitting down after that. That's exhausted him mentally, having the cap ripped away from him at the last moment. Very unfortunate. He didn't give the signal, and Raphael and Auto both chastening him for it. Now at least we may have some time to go over some replays. Here we have that brilliant push from the man, taking down Raphael immediately. And he goes for that objective push, and it's beautiful. It almost worked out, but thinking about it, 30 seconds left by the time he had moved up. Biggie Smalls had absolutely no chance of actually being able to try to go for the objective. Or at least assist his teammate in going for the objective. He had a relatively bad angle and no time. Very tip of Sweetie's head. Which one was it? There you go. This is the false nade, I believe. Oh no, it wasn't. I must have just about missed it. Oh, that's unfortunate. The false nade was quite entertaining. See those failed nades come out from both sides, just flying over towards the burning building, but Raphael's fails, another member of Globochem. Not sure whose nade it was. I believe it might have been Thunder Pilot's. Oh, it just ends before I actually see it. This one? Yes, this is it. But we have no time, unfortunately, because we're going back into the round. This is the third round of Tanker. Possibly G-Men are going to take back their place here and get some points again.
When are we throwing the smokes now?
But they're readying their smokes. You can hear Chief Pineapple, Biggie Smalls, 404, and Swooty all unpunning those, except one guy through them. Gonna have to scoop it back up off the floor. There you go, 1, 2, 3 smokes coming in, 4 smokes, 5 smokes, 6 smokes, 7 smokes coming in. There goes Swooty's already picked up by Arsenic, unbelievable. But Chief Pineapple, 404, both taking out Pax on a mad flag, taking down the man as well. He turns around, he fails to see Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls is right behind him, but he does get him anyway, and that is a clean 22nd round for Globochem. I've never seen such an incredibly quick round before in my entire life. What a beauty from Globochem. Now that is certainly a record book. I'm going to write it down right now. Hold on. Let's see. 22nd round. Oh, I threw my pen. See, this is G-Men versus Globochem with a 22nd round. That is absolutely a record book for the handbook, Dakin. Chop chop, get on it. 22nd tanker round. Unbelievable. I've never seen so many kills in such a short succession. Those smokes from the G-Men rapidly backfired on them, and they lost 4 members in the space of what? I'd say that was 30 seconds. It definitely wasn't 30 seconds. 4 members, I'd say in what? 3 seconds? 5 seconds? Something like that. Wow. 6 kills, and I believe that was a full man ace. We'll have to look at the replay on the next round, because I don't think we have enough time right now. We definitely have to look at the replay for that. Who's that giving spoilers? Good, it's not a spoiler. Good. But hopping in right now into the round. Hopefully we're going to have some more energetic rounds like that. I want to see what Pants is thinking after that. Oh, there's pistols on the floor. Littering.
4678 for 8, 4678 for 8, 4678 for 8.
Raf's reciting the code. He might be going for a cap here. But Pants is unfazed by the amazing action he just pulled off there. He doesn't care. He's just going straight in. He's focusing on winning here. We've already got the smokes flying. 3 smokes. There goes Pants and Auto. And also, Raphael finished off 3 members down in just 5 seconds. Unbelievable yet again. Another energetic round. Also, there goes Arsenic. Just missed the T left. And he's going to be in a very bad situation. He does take down Chief Pineapple, though. Question is, will he be able to take down also Biggie Smalls and the man? No, he can't. And the man takes him down from the center of the map. And that's going to be another very quick round. 25 seconds. Losing to Globochem for the record just by 5 seconds. Very unfortunate to see. My God, I don't think I can hold up. These rounds are absolutely insane. Now at least we'll have time to look back on Pants's amazing play. I think I'm just going to leave this to you guys. He doesn't care. He's just going straight in. He's focusing on winning here. We've already got the smokes flying. 3 smokes. There goes Pants and Auto. And also, Raphael finished off 3 members down in just 5 seconds. Unbelievable yet again. Another energy. Oh, it did not catch all of it. That's really depressing. That's super depressing. It didn't catch all of it. There you go. 1, 2, 3 smokes coming in. 4 smokes, 5 smokes, 6 smokes, 7 smokes coming in. There goes Swooty's already picked up by Arsenic. Unbelievable. But Chief Pineapple 4-4 both taking out. Pants is on a mad flag, taking down the man as well. He turns around. He fails to see Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls is right behind him, but he does get him anyway. And that is a clean 22nd round for Globochem. I've never seen such an incredibly quick round before in my entire life. I played the wrong one first time, did I? But I did play the right one that time at least, so fear not. But we're going to go straight in yet again after that replay. They're perfectly synced up with me right now. I have a feeling Jim is going to be slightly happy after that nice 25-second round.
I have a shield.
We're going to write down another note for the 25-second round, but I don't have time because we're going straight in with the 5th round. Hopefully it's going to be equally as energetic as the other 3. But it looks like Globochem is playing a bit more passively now. Answer somehow caught out shield. I'm not sure how, but a nade onto Biggie Smalls. Perfect from Arsenic there. We're getting a little bit of a flank attempt from Pants here, but it's not going to work out, and he's backing off due to the pressure from both Swooty and 404. Oh, the shield was below ground. That's how we saw him. I thought so. I thought the shield was above ground. Apparently not. Chief Pineapple, he's going to have the attempt of pushing Pants here and also Mr. T. Some failed nades, not going to work out at all though. Pants does manage to take down 404 just above the shield there, but it's not going to work out. There goes Chief as well, taken out by Mr. T. But it looks like they're going to try and double team the shield here. Raphael's also going with a flank.
These guys are dead. These guys are dead.
But it doesn't matter. They've cleaned out this northern tunnel nice and clean. There is not a soul left in sight. Oh, I can see the events of the first very quick round coming up on the stream now. Oh boy. There goes Biggie Smalls, taken down by Mr. T, holding the angle nice and diligently. More shots coming out on the northern side from Arsenic. And looking over this container with pure height is utterly insane. That's an advantage, purely unfair and genetic. But the man's going to be hunting for Raph now. He can hear him behind him on the east, but Raphael has the height advantage here. But shots are coming out from where? The central map, it doesn't matter. There goes the man taken out by Raph and Mr. T simultaneously. And Globo going to take that nice and smooth yet again. Will they take this map? That's the question that I'm not sure I can answer. Considering how the previous 2 rounds went, I have no idea. It could swing either way right now. But now at least you can see from the scoreboard the damage that Mr. T is bringing here. The pain he's bringing is indescribable against the G-Men. Now the man is certainly putting up a bit of a fight 5 and 4. The man, he can't stand up to the man himself, Mr. T. And he's just being wiped clean on the floor. Now at least we're going to be going to round 6 of G-Men versus Globochem, the last round. In case you've forgotten, the score is currently 11-2. Globochem leading with a very large margin.
I didn't do that either, so no worries, man.
Wow, calling out that he's won this and not to worry. It sounds mighty cocky, but he is definitely correct. And this is so aggressive from G-Men. There goes Pants, already taken down. There goes the man, also taken down by Arsenic. They're not messing about with this harsh push. He's just going to get naded though by Raph, perfectly cooked. Another nade coming out from his body, or rather a flash. It's not going to work out though. Raph's been leaving with his shield. Swooty has called it out and finished him off though. 4-4, he's going to try and peek this, not going to work out. He's going to trade with Raph. Unfortunately also taken down by Auto from behind him. Chief Pineapple now one of the 2 members remaining on G-Men's side. With this mad flank by Biggie Smalls, the captain. This will not work out. This could be a 5-2. If Chief Pineapple goes down, this will be a complete disaster. Mr. T and also Arsenic going to pick them at the same time. This is cap territory. They just need to realise that the last man is behind them. Arsenic can definitely cap this, though someone's hands were shaking. Biggie Smalls has no clue. It's going to be a clean cap, 5-2 for Globochem. Although not, he's messing about a little bit. Come on, Arsenic, what are you doing? There you go, he got it. A nice clean 5-2 for Globochem against G-Men. G-Men surprisingly not putting up too big of a fight, which is quite unfortunate. Nevertheless, a very good matchup to see. The rounds themselves were surprisingly close and quite entertaining to watch, especially these tanker rounds, which I didn't think would be particularly good. But hey, it was good nonetheless, and as far as I'm concerned, as long as the individual rounds themselves were close, the whole thing was close. Now we can input the true score here. That is a 2-2 G-Men, and also 5 the Globochem for that tank round, leading to a total of 2-13. Globochem with a huge lead, a crushing MMR loss for the G-Men. I predict this will very mildly affect their actual MMR score due to the massive lead that Globochem has over every other team in the league, except for Beginners, who is currently leading for them, leading over them 10 MMR. But I would certainly like to see some more outcomes with high tier matchups like this. I want to see Globo versus Beginners. That's not in a championship. I want to see what kind of MMR trades happen there. Now at least we can take a look at some replays from that match before we head off. Take a look at what we have here. We have, of course, the insane Pants Rush. Let's count how many he actually took down here. Alright, so Arsenic took down Swooty, and then Pants just cleans up with Chief, 4-4, the man. Fails to hit Biggie Smalls the first time, but he spins around against and gets him eventually. That is a really nice 4K, though. Arsenic, he really ruined it. He really ruined it by getting that 1 kill right in the middle of everything. But here at least you have, I believe this was G-Men's answer back for the previous round misgivings. You can see them going for the exact same strategy. 4 smokes coming out, but Pants Auto both go down along with Raphael in the first 10 seconds. And you have the 2 members, Arsenic and Mr. T, try to push up. But it's not to be. There we go. Just go back in time just a little bit. And Mr. T and also Arsenic, the only members left. Arsenic gets taken down by Chief, and Mr. T tries to peek Chief Pineapple. He manages to get him, but now he's left with Biggie Smalls and also the man hunting for him, and it doesn't work out, and he gets taken down. Very beautiful to see indeed. And so that is going to be the final score for G-Men versus Globochem at 12-13. Amazing match to watch. A surprisingly individually round close matchup, except for a few like Bizarre. That was kind of a crushing loss for the G-Men. Unsurprising considering Globochem's elevated stature in the league though. But that's going to be all from the VR Master League for today. I believe we might have some more casts coming up. Let's take a look at the matches. And let's take a look. We have tomorrow at 2 AM BST, we have Animal House versus G-Men, their second match of this week due to the fact that Globochem versus G-Men was pushed back a week. In case you're new, you can get all of the information on match timings and who's casting what matches on vrmasterleague.com/onward, then just head over to the matches section. But anyway, that's going to be all from us on VR Master League today. Goodbye.